Okay, so are you ready to jump into this whole world of sports?
I am.
Today's deep dive is going to be really interesting
Yeah.
because we're talking about this idea that
Uh-huh.
there is a sport out there for everyone.
It's true.
And all of our source material really revolves around this guy,
Okay.
Mike,
Yeah.
who kind of embodies this whole philosophy.
So what's so interesting about Mike is that he's not like a typical athlete. You know what I mean?
Right.
He doesn't come across as someone who's been doing this his whole life or anything.
Right.
But what's really cool about him is how much he values just moving his body.
And connecting with it in different ways.
Yes, exactly.
Regardless of skill level, which is really refreshing.
Yeah, for sure.
He's very adamant about this idea that sports are for everyone. Right.
Yeah.
And not just for, the super fit or the crazy competitive types.
Totally.
And he even talks about running.
Uh-huh.
Which is something he does pretty much every day. And for him, it's almost like a mindfulness practice.
Interesting.
It helps him sort of clear his head and set his intentions for the day.
Yeah, I love that. I think routine and physical activity are so crucial for mental well-being.
Absolutely.
It's amazing how something as simple as running can have such a profound impact.
Totally.
And, speaking of different approaches to sports,
Yeah.
Mike's also a huge football fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he loves the teamwork aspect of it.
Oh, that makes sense.
The strategy, that feeling of camaraderie you get from being part of a team.
Right. It's a classic for a reason, right?
It really is.
But it's not just him who's active, right?
No, not at all.
His enthusiasm seems to kind of rub off on everyone around him.
It sounds like it.
The source material mentions how the people in his life are all into different sports, too.
Cool.
Like his sister, Anna, she loves basketball.
Okay.
She's all about that fast-paced energy.
Uh-huh.
And then his cousin, Sam, he's super into tennis.
Oh, nice.
All about the precision and focus that it requires.
Yeah, totally different vibe.
Totally. And you got his friend Jake, who's a big cyclist.
Okay.
Always exploring new trails and pushing his limits.
I love that.
And then there's Lucy.
Yeah.
Who finds her peace and strength through yoga.
Wow. It sounds like they have a really diverse and active community.
It really does, yeah.
That's awesome. And, it all comes back to that core idea that there's a sport out there for everyone,
Right.
Whether you're a team player or prefer to go solo, whether you're looking for something high energy or something more mindful and introspective.
Right.
The key is finding what resonates with you.
Yeah, and I think that's where Mike's willingness to try new things is so inspiring.
Oh, absolutely.
He's not afraid to just dive in and see what sticks.
He's a true explorer.
Totally.
So it sounds like he really embodies this idea of lifelong learning.
He does.
I mean, not just with sports, but probably with other areas of his life as well. That's amazing.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And it's so important to have that kind of mindset, that beginner's mind.
Absolutely.
Because it opens you up to new possibilities and experiences.
And, he's not just trying things himself. He's really all about getting other people involved, too.
That's great.
He's always encouraging his friends to step outside their comfort zones and try new activities.
So he's like a one-man movement for an active life.
He kind of is, yeah. And he even organizes these community sports days.
That's awesome.
Where everyone can come together and just have fun and move their bodies.
That's so important, bringing people together through sports.
Right.
It's amazing how sports can be such a unifying force,
Totally.
Regardless of background or skill level.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, I think his message is really clear, right?
Yeah.
It's not about winning or being the best.
Nope.
It's about having fun, connecting with others.
Absolutely.
And just feeling good in your own body.
He's making a really important point.
Yeah.
In a world that often prioritizes competition and achievement above all else,
Right. Mike's
Mike's reminding us that sports, at their core, are about joy, well-being, and belonging.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of sports, let's all take Mike's message to heart.
Yeah.
What's a sport you've always been curious about but haven't tried yet?
Good question.
What's holding you back?
Yeah, that's the question I want to leave you with. Don't let fear or self-doubt stand in your way. Take a page from Mike's book. Explore the world of movement.
Yeah.
You might just uncover a passion you never knew you had.
Absolutely.